YouTube has changed my life. And I know that sounds silly because I don't have a ton of subscribers. I'm around 150 subscribers, but in reality, it really has. And I'm going to go over that today because I've only posted 100 videos, and that's including videos and shorts. I've been posting for years, but I really do think YouTube has changed my life. And the reason I think this is because I've done YouTube videos on multiple different topics. My channel has changed a ton throughout the year. I used to do sports talk shows. I tried the gaming. I tried sports cards because I like sports cards. I tried flipping stuff. I tried all different kinds of YouTube channels, and I just couldn't stay consistent. And I understand why it wasn't consistent. And it was because I have a itch that I like to get scratched, and that is to help people. I like helping people while also pursuing my own dreams. And that is where the personal finance niche has came in for me. I got my master's in business and finance. I did marketing. I did entrepreneurship. So I love all things about business, all things about finances. Growing up, entrepreneurship was my thing. I loved doing Kool-Aid stands, and I sold frogs, and I sold turtles. I would go shovel snow. I would mow people's lawns. I did all kinds of stuff, going door to door, just trying to make a buck. When I was as young as 8 years old, I had a little act for entrepreneurship, you could say. And then I reach adulthood, I graduate college, and I get a full-time job. And I love my job. I love my coworkers. I love what I do. But it's not actually helping people. It's helping the company, which is awesome. But I am a social person. I like to be social. And so YouTube has allowed me to try to create and be entrepreneurial while at the same time getting to help people. And I know I don't make money off of it right now, but the amount of messages or even the amount of phone calls I get, even if it's family and friends, it's coworkers, it's just random people from the church or friends from the church or anybody that reaches out to me because they think I am an expert in personal finances. They think I am an expert in this niche because they watch the videos. They know about the videos. They comment on the videos. And that to me is amazing because it makes me feel good while at the same time I get to help others. And that is why YouTube has changed my life. It used to be, let's get as many views as possible. Let's get as many subscribers as possible. And yeah, ultimately, I would love to be monetized. I would love to be able to sell my services one day and do personal finance as a full-time job. But right now, that's not where I am. That's not the stage of life that I am in. But I've realized that that's okay. I've continued to post videos in the personal finance niche. I fell off a couple of times because it is a hard thing to stay consistent. It's hard when you're doing life, when you're going to work, when you're having a job, when you're having kids and you're married and you have a house, and all these different things go into actually being successful. So I am a man of faith, and I never really knew what my calling was. I knew I liked to help people, and I wanted to help people with a calling that I have. Well, personal finance to me comes super easy. The budgeting, the investing, tracking your income and expenses, knowing how to invest, what an investment is, what a bank account is, what a checking and savings and credit cards and debts and credits and all these different things that the average person really doesn't know. Our society has kind of failed. Our educational system has kind of failed because we don't teach this in school. We don't teach basic finances, basic economics when it comes to the classroom. We don't know how to buy a house. We don't know all the costs that goes into buying a house. We don't know how to buy a car. We don't know what depreciation is. We don't really know what the amortization schedule. We don't know any of this kind of stuff that is basic personal finance questions that you're probably going to run into in your life, and you're not going to know. You're going to have to go to Google. You're going to have to go to Facebook. You're going to have to go to YouTube. You're going to have to ask your peers and your friends and family for advice, or if they've been in those situations, they can give you information on how it was for them. That is a failure on the educational system. And so I see a niche in personal finance where I want to help people because it comes natural to me. And also it is fun. I love numbers and I love a good challenge. So when someone comes to me and they're in really bad debt, or maybe they're just in a situation that they don't know how to move on, how to grow, how to come out of where they are in their situation, That to me is where I have fun, because I know I can create a way, a path, a vision for these people, for my friends, for my families, for you guys, my subscribers, to help you guys get out of debt, help you guys get to millionaire status, help you to get to where you can buy a home or a car or have no debt, and you can not have to live from paycheck to paycheck or under the bank's rules because you owe them money all the time. I like helping people, and I feel like that is my calling. And it really came to me when I was at church one day, and I was just talking to people, and they said, people have gifts. People can do things for people. You have spiritual gifts. You have all these different gifts that God gives to you to where you can help others. You can be disciples. And so in my head, I thought, what am I actually good at? What am I passionate about? Is it sports cards? Is it flipping stuff? And is it, doing all these different things, gaming? And yes, I like to make people laugh. I like to be engaging. I'm a social person. I'm an extrovert. I like to do those kind of things. But I'm also really, really good at personal finances, and really, really good at investing, and really, really good at all the financial stuff. So why not put that and my social preferences of being an extrovert and being able to help people together? And that to me has been amazing. I only have 148 subscribers. That's okay to me. I want to get monetized one day. So if you want to help me get monetized, please hit that subscribe and like for future content. But that's not really the purpose anymore. It's really just to grow, have fun. It's gave me confidence, because people don't understand how hard it is to really get in front of a camera, make a video, and post it. That's the first thing. You think a challenge is just being consistent? Try to post your first video. Because being in a video online is kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, you know that feeling that you get when you have to do a speech in front of a classroom, or maybe a speech in front of a bunch of people in your company, or whatever it is. You have to get up in front of people and talk. It's like that because mentally you think that your video is going to go to thousands and thousands and millions of people are going to watch it. But in reality, it's such a slow start that it's okay to be awkward. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to not be 100% perfect in every single video. So you're going to learn, you're going to grow. You can do YouTube, you can find a passion, you can find your niche, and then you can just share it to the world. That's where I think people grow on YouTube. That's where I have grown. That's where it's changed my life. I've grown in being able to talk and being able to help others really find my calling. And it's just fun because I will randomly get phone calls at 5 p.m. while I'm driving home from work, and it's a finance question that one of my friends, one of my family, or even a subscriber who now that I talk to on a regular basis, emails and stuff, now has my phone numbers, will call me and say, here's my situation. I know we went over my budget. I know we made this. What do we do if this has popped up? And now I can help them crunch the numbers. I can help them figure it out. I've had people say, hey, we just had a kid. What do I do? And I kind of just lay out a bunch of different paths that, that they could go down if they want to help get their kid generational wealth or be, successful financially by the time they're 18 or by the time they're 25 or whatever it is. So I get to also learn, keep up with the new bills that are passing, all these different things. And then at the same time, I'm helping people. I know that I'm making their lives better. I know that I'm doing my calling. And at the same time, then I also try to lead people back to faith, back to Christ, back to God, saying, I know it's a bad time. I know maybe you're down, maybe you're in a valley, but it's okay. God's got your back. God will get you through this. And then I get to also add my expertise to that to help comfort people, help lead those people to God and give them a direction while also them being able to pray and ask for directions from God at the same time. So that's how YouTube has changed my life. You just have to start. If you are on the fence of starting YouTube, just start because it will absolutely change your life. I'm Curtis, guys, and if you want anything to do with personal finances, anything to do with investing, or if you just want to help me get some monetization and you like this kind of content, please subscribe and also comment down below what is stopping you from starting YouTube. What is stopping you from starting YouTube? Maybe it's the first video. Maybe you think you don't have the equipment. Maybe you don't have the time. Maybe you just don't want to be consistent. Whatever it is, comment down below. And if you have any personal finance questions, leave those down there too. Remember, guys, you can do all things through him that give you strength. Peace.